Hi everybody, in this video we're going to be looking at the editing tools that you can find in LYNX. They are accessible here in the paint pot icon of the main toolbar. Clicking on it takes us into the menu of the editing tools. They first of all include a fill tool. When we select this and click again, we reveal the colour options. So we can either select a default colour and then make changes, or we've even got a transparency color as well, so we can click into objects and create a hole inside them, as you can see with this pretend magnifying glass. Also though, the color options are hex codes, the color wheel, so you can have even more bespoke colors that you can pick, and of course the pipette, so that you can pick a colour from the screen, as I'm going to do now, and then use those on any items that you click onto. The second tool is the block highlighter here. When you select this, the default colour is a nice yellow transparency that you can drag as a rectangle across anything on the screen. So in this case I'm using it as a filter over this paragraph here. Again, if I click a second time, I get the color options so that I can have a totally different color. So if I want to color code different paragraphs in this text, I can do that very easily. The great thing about the block highlighter is, as well as color coding text, we can also use it as a filter to help dyslexic students read underneath the writing that they can see a lot better through those particular color filters. If the color filter is a little bit cloudy, we can of course go to the eye on the floating toolbar and we can make it even more transparent. So that should help a lot of students out when they're trying to read text that otherwise they would find it a little bit difficult to focus on. Finally, we have here the various crop tools. There are 4 of them. First of all is grab rectangle. So with this activated, I can now pick anything on the screen and I instantly get a copy of that item that I can do whatever I wish with. Let's just pop that there for now. We also have grab freehand. So if what it is we're trying to draw around is a little bit more fiddly, we can do that really nice and easily on a touch screen to get an accurate cutout of whatever that item is. Let's pop that there. We also have the shape split. This only works on circles and squares or rectangles that you've placed onto the screen. So when I select it, I can click inside the circle, hold my mouse and move the mouse around, and it will split the shape up into different sectors or fractions. And then when I let go, it is then split into those new pieces. If I do the same with the rectangle, I click inside and hold my mouse down and move down for rows and across for columns. And again, when I let go, it will split the shape. I can, of course, select all of these pieces, and on the floating toolbar, you'll see there's a group items toggle, so I can turn that on, and now it is all one shape again, but split into a table. And I can click inside any one of these, and I can start adding notes as if it is a real table. If I wanted to add something else to this, just for example, and I drag across all of these, you can see now I've got the group option, but I've got the ungroup for all the things that have already been selected. So if I group them all, now I've only got the ungroup option, so I can start splitting them again. Finally, we have a knife. So with this, we can slice pieces off items on the screen. So if we needed to cut a little bit off an image, it's easy to do with the knife. So those are all of the editing tools that you can find within LYNX. I hope you find them really useful. Thanks for watching.